cruising. We're in West Virginia now. Getting back on the AT, baby. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. We got Trish the Dish in the car with little Kitty.
Sunday, 7/24.
Hi, Kitty. You're a good girl. That was last weekend, huh?
It's not that's July.
And we're gonna head down just past Damascus. We got a little RV site. We got the RV, and we are gonna be slack packing and getting the AT done. Rock and roll, baby, rock and roll. Well, good morning, everybody. It is April 28th, 2022. I am at the Two Creeks campground outside Mountain City, and we are going to get back on the AT today. I brought Trish and Kitty out with our camper, and we're going to warm up. We drove down yesterday after being off for essentially over 2 weeks. Went home, did a major resupply at Easter with the family. I'll have some videos showing everything. Found out I'm going to be a grandpa, and got to see everybody, and et cetera, et cetera. So we again brought the camper. You could see it right there. There's my truck with the 17-foot Viking in it. And now I'm just out walking. Kitty. Hi, Kitty. Kitty. Yeah. So Trish is still in the camper warming up, but it got down to 34 degrees last night. Found it's a really nice campsite. We're gonna take the RV and go down and start doing some hiking, different spots. So I'll keep you posted as we get the day going. But again, we're getting back on the AT today. About 7 a.m. and warming up. It's 11:44, May 1st. Isn't that crazy?
Crazy, man.
It's the birthday girl's month. Hard to believe. So we're at Walnut Trailhead on the Appalachian Trail, and I'm heading out for a night. And there's my beautiful wife, who's going to go down and hang out in the RV tonight with Kitty. See you, Kitty.
She's pissed.
All right.
All right, be careful.
All right. The brake's on.
It is?
Yeah, you got 'em. All right. Mhm. Yep. All right, love you. We're jumping on trail.
Okay, be careful.
See you at the off the Boots Hostel.
I'll pick you up at the beach.
All right, sounds good. To the beach. All right. Well, that was we are off and back on trail. Got dropped off by Mama Bear, Trish at Walnut Road Trailhead. Took a little longer to find it. Had us going into some real backward roads over the mountain from where we were at. So I got a full pack on. Gonna sleep out tonight, and then get picked up tomorrow right there at Boots Off Hostel. So we'll just see how far I get, and cover this little section of the trail that I left off. So I want to make sure I get it all done. So This is about a 23-mile section. So I guess it just depends on how far I go today, and we go from there. Talk to you later. All right, just took a break at Moreland Creek Shelter, and went good. The water was sort of far, so I drank what water I had, and there's a water stream about 2 miles up, so I'm gonna refill with that. And I met some new people, and pass them up. So far I've passed about 8 other NOBO hikers for the day. I'm gonna head to Laurel Fork Shelter. Real pretty waterfall right before that. I'm gonna try to set up, maybe have dinner there. But today's menu is a little beef stroganoff with some tasty breakfast bars. So, and maybe a nice coffee. But we did 8 miles so far, 3 hours. Feeling good. Pack was relatively light. I pulled a lot out of it. Stuff I just didn't need. Knew I didn't need a lot of food, but I'm already hammering it. But that's about it. Today is Sunday. Actually marks the 9th week of flying out to Atlanta and starting the through hike. And so I still got to figure out, after today and tomorrow, I'll be at 470 miles, and pretty much I believe the 48th or 9th day to actually being on trail. So that includes any zeros, just not my trip home for Easter. So today's about 70 degrees, really nice. We heard a thunderstorm. Nothing really happened. Tried to rain, but pulled out everything, but nothing of anything came down. So it's been a great day. And I'm gonna keep on pushing another 8 miles and then call it the night. So catch up with you there. falls, just before the Laurel Shelter, Shelter that I'm staying at, and decided to have dinner on the falls. Made a delicious mushroom stroganoff dinner with a hot cup of Pike Starbucks coffee, and washed it down with a delicious peanut butter energy bar. From Cliff. So just gonna chill out for a little bit. Take a couple of Advil for my feet. We gotta go back up quite a bit. I bet you're going up at least 1,000 feet, if not more. But definitely well worth it. So I'd recommend stopping here for a little couple pictures, little views, and you can see there's a couple other people hanging around. There were more when I got down here, but it's getting late, so they're all heading out. And I'm gonna head over to the shelter. So, beautiful place to have dinner. Talk to you later. Hello. Listen to all the birds. Well, good morning. We have a just glorious morning already starting off. Birds are chirping, as you guys heard already. And we got to break down the tent. Now I already had breakfast. And head into Lake Watoga and get picked up by Trish. So it's a short little, since last night I went so late. Yesterday I ended up doing over 20 miles again, which I've had 2 days this week with plus 20, and it's amazing how much better my feet, my legs, everything feels. So got out of that shelter last night after thinking I was going to stay there, and I'm so glad I got up here. So I'm just staying at this little place called Pond Wilderness, and I'm right on top of Flat Pond, and there's a bunch of campsites up here, bunch meaning 4 or 5, so 3 other campers last night when I came in, but I didn't get here till about 10:30, so I was definitely hiking in the dark, which was cool. The skyline that you could see from up here at that point, I believe you saw Elizabethton, Hampton, and probably Johnson City, because it was lit up like a Christmas tree. Some of the other observations that I've seen, again, just being gone for 2 weeks, coming back up here on trail, is that the birds and the wildlife are just more active. The temperature, it never went below 50 last night, so it was very comfortable sleeping. And just the greenery coming up now with the trees and everything. You start seeing stuff pop and sproutings, and I saw my first rhododendron bloom yesterday. So you could definitely tell spring's here. It's hard to believe it's May 2nd. But I'm really glad that I got back and did this section. And basically I'll have everything done up to Damascus. And then when I come back mid-May, I'll be able to start from there. So looking forward to it already. And, however we got to do this through hike, we're going to do it. And I've had people bow out, but right now I'm not ready. And I just want to let everyone know this through hike's going on. And I'm going to keep on trucking. So I'll be talking. Have a good day, and catch up with you later. Rick Osborne Jr. with Geology Rocks. Found some really good rocks yesterday, which I'll post. And also found some just amazing bedding. But this is all, it looked like it was all quartzite that looked like sandstone, but now it's been metamorphosed to quartzite. And just kicked down off of the pond wilderness area, flat pond, and you either take a left to go to Boots Off, or you go right towards Watauga Lake. So you can see the white blaze right there, and next to this little house. It's just a beautiful day. Holy cow, is it nice. And we're going down to the lake right now. So all right, we are cruising along Watauga Lake. Trail basically just scoots along the, let's say, the southern end of the lake. This is the lake Tricia and I aqua blazed already. But just want to show you where this goes, basically, if you don't do the aqua blaze. So again, it just goes right along the edge of the big man-made lake here. Looks like it's a beautiful lake for fishing and recreation. Saw a bunch of sailboats last time. Drove by it. This is interesting. You just don't think a lake like this you'd have sailboats, but a lot of fast boats. Look at those submerged trees. They're still alive. Those sycamores evidently definitely like water. Because they're big. This is just one of many man-made lakes. Just like Fontana Dam, there's a dam situated with this. And this was the Tennessee Valley Pact, or whatever they did in the day, in the 40s and 50s, when they were trying to bring power to the Appalachian community. You know, a lot of people lived in these hills, and they were trying to, again, get them power. So that was one of the main reasons, and good reason. So this is pretty cool. Look at the old way, the big old log. You have to shimmy across that. I don't know, it's probably been like that for a while. All right, we are at the Boots Off Hostel here. We're gonna do some aqua blazing. Look at those neat kayaks and canoes. All right, we got a real good instructional tutorial of the lake, and then we decided to start doing our aqua blazing. So Trish and I jumped into a two-man kayak, and we started pedaling and went for about 10 miles along the Watauga Lake and Reservoir. It was a beautiful day. We had a beautiful time. Saw some really cool bald eagles. Had lunch, had coffee, and then we got picked up at the end of the lake. So I'd recommend it to anyone that wants to check out a little bit different. Here's some bald eagles that we did come across. Some photos of those, and just had a great day. Thanks for watching, and here's the rest of the photos. Have a good one.